I'll let you know as soon as we're live so that you can. Okay, all yours, Tyler. We're live.
Wow, beautiful. Thank you, Rupta, for having me here. And hello and welcome to everybody. We're really happy to have you here. We're going to talk about leadership rebellion. This is a heart-centered approach to leading. And I'm very honored to be with you here, Rupta. And I'm very happy to also maybe present myself to people that are just joining us. My name is Tyler Mikochi. I'm a life coach. I'm a self-love and relationship expert. And I'm here with my dear friend Rupta, founder of the Tools of Life Institute. She's a trainer, she's a speaker, and she's a wonderful coach. I cannot say differently from this because this is really what I know of her, and I like to present you like this. So what are we doing here? We're going to talk about heart-led leadership, and this is a 9-part series on this topic. And we want to help you to be a better coach if you work in coaching. We want to help you to lead in a different way. We want to really invite you to meet and empower the leader that's in you. So welcome to our second episode. And today, what we want to talk about is we want to talk about how can we debunk the I can't be a leader story. Is that right, Rupta?
Yeah, it sounds good. It's a good one.
And I really would like to start immediately with one question. How come people have this sensation they cannot lead? How come they say to themselves these lies, because it's a lie. It's not true that we cannot lead. And you work a lot on this and you work with so many people. So I imagine that you have seen many different resistance in people and in leading. Why do people don't dare to lead?
That's a good question. The title also is really good, and forgive me for the background noise. I have a little bit of background noise coming in. Um, one of the biggest things we have that hold us back in life is fear. No surprise there. And fear is crippling. And the voice of fear is, it sabotages us from taking a risk and daring to step into something that maybe, puts us more in the forefront. Yeah. And sadly, it has prevented us, fear, from really standing in our light, from really shining, from really believing that we can, and from trusting that we have what it takes. And this aspect, of fear is dominant for many people. Sadly, it gets fed daily from different areas of our lives. If you turn on the news first thing in the morning or the radio and you start to listen to what's going on, and fear trickles in, and that fear starts to come in, and you and I, Tyler, work somatically, and we know what that creates in our nervous system. It can show up symptomatically where we start to feel contracted and restricted and held back. It's a physical sensation as well as a mental sensation, and as well as a feeling that brings us down. Fear is crippling. Yeah? And one of the biggest things that holds us back from stepping into something is fear. And we get that so early on in our conditioning growing up, the programmings that we sort of adopt and believe as we are raised in our environments, wherever it is for you, that I can't, or you're not good enough. Or, another big one, Tyler, we talk about sometimes is comparison. He can do it, but I can't. Who am I to think that I can do that? And then we start to somehow consciously or unconsciously put ourselves down, and then we've already set the tone for our sort of roadmap of beliefs that I can't. And I know that story very well, by the way, because I come from that old place in myself of that lack of self-worth, that I can really get out there and do it and really stand in something. Because, as you know, Tyler, because you also lead, yeah, you know that to step into the quality of standing in leading means I have to step into something within myself. I have to step into that sense of my self-worth. Or I have to step into that my space and claiming my space. I have to be willing to, step into my power. And for some people, that's daunting. For some people, even to say, I have a right to be here, this is my space and my voice matters, can be shaky. Or they have all sorts of interpretations and distortions on what that really means. can I really? It's almost like we're waiting for permission from someone else or somewhere else to really, take that place. And what I want, and as you know it very well, that when what I see when people do take that place, that is the transformation. And I want that for everyone to have that experience, even if it's self-leading, even if it's stepping into something empowering in themselves where they get clear direction and guidance in what it is that they want and what is okay and not okay. Because as you know, when we work with our leading qualities of really embodying that aspect, we also have that voice that says, what's okay, not okay, and we can be clear with our boundaries. When I wasn't in leading, I was kind of that minimized, shrunken place, and to say no was too scary. So,
And I'm curious, how, from your point of view, how can we go beyond this? How can we really transform this? It seems like you're talking about self-limiting belief that sometimes we have when we have to step into leading, but how can we get out of it?
it's a good question. And getting out of that very crippling conditioning that has, for some people, been their, coat jacket for a lifetime. They don't know anything else, and they wear it very heavily. The burdens of all their, conditioning, which shows up in many different forms, from guilt to, regret. I should have. Why didn't I do that? I should have gone to that school, or I should have studied that, or whatever it is, or I should have stepped into that, or should have taken a risk. So we then start to carry all these things on top of ourselves, and we start to feel like, my God, how can I ever move through this? Or as you said, the barriers of belief are so strong,
Mm,
so strong. Before we even start, there's a voice saying, no, you can't. Who are you to think that you can?
mm,
Whenever I only need to look at some of the people that I respect and admire in the leader platform, and if I go into the mind babble of it, as you know, I have a name for that mofo in your head, then I will already, fail. I will
mm,
not manage, you know, and then I'm doomed. So the steps in how to are definitely an inner journey. You know very well, because you and I work together in many different areas, that we need to confront those obstacles of those negative self beliefs that we have within
mhm,
ourselves. And in a way, it's not only debunking it, it's deconstructing some of those beliefs. And what you start to see is that the weight of those beliefs are not merited on founded, truths. They're not. Some of the stuff that we tell ourselves is just not true. It's a lie.
mhm, mm,
It's BS, and I'm like, "Fuck, guys, come on. Can you not see that this shit that you've been telling yourself is not true?" Whether it's you wanna get a man or a woman, or whether you wanna, dare to do something, or brave leading, or whatever it is, all these things that we hold ourselves back with is BS. I'm not beautiful enough, I'm not good enough, I don't sound nice, my voice is not nice, I'm not smart enough, I don't have enough resources, I don't even have enough networks or knowledge or whatever the blah blah is. There's a starting point for everything we want to
mm.
do. You only need to look at something that you've started in your own life, whether it's planting something in your garden, or whether it's, learning how to ride a bicycle.
Yeah.
So that starting point is, we start from there anytime. And you and I mean, we do the leading training and the leadership rebellion training, and we see people coming from all levels, and from people who are already like, yeah, I'm a leader, yeah, but I don't know how to sort of meet people in a deeper way, and I want to transform my environment. Versus we have people who says, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I want to step into this. And the how starts to begin with the introspection on doing our inner homework. And as you know, because we're in a team together in a particular process where we worked with people, and in that, I often say, if you want to lead, you need to do your inner homework. You need to know thyself. You need to
For
have
sure.
some kind of understanding of your own interior network of what's going on. And then I can really stand with you and be there with you, and then I can really lead you. I remember I shared with you the other day, it was a quote that I wrote. I put it somewhere on paper. I was going to post it, actually. The imposter syndrome really dissolves once we do the inner homework. It's because we, haven't really done the inner homework, where we start to think, am I an imposter? But when we do the inner homework, when we go, okay, these are all my beliefs. These are all my crippling thoughts. This is how I sabotage myself. And we start to look at it and go, is this really true? What is this founded on? And how much do I want to measure my life by this? And how much do I want to continue living my life from this place before I take my last breath?
Yeah. Hey, I'm aware of the time, Rupta, and
you could keep going, huh?
we could
It's
keep
like
going.
we're
Yes.
just unraveling and the debunking, but it's good. It's a good one. The debunking the I can't be a leader story. It's
Yes.
BS. It's not true. It's you know, I challenge anyone, even just to start self-leading. But yeah, thank you for that.
No, thank you for being with us today, and thank you everybody for following us. And you can share this video with your friends if you want. You can watch it again on all the channels of Rupta. You can watch it on her YouTube channel. If you want to have more information on this training and what is the work of Rupta, please go and look www.rupta.com. And yes, again, please share this video with your friends or on your social media. And we are very much looking forward to see you again. I'm looking forward to see you again, Rupta. The next one is going to be on next Tuesday, same time. And we're going to talk about Leadership 3.0. And we're going to talk about the core of this, the really what does it mean to heart lead yourself and others. So I'm very curious to meet you there, Rupta, and to ask you more about this. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Rupta, for being with us and allowing me to make these questions.
Thank
you. Remember, guys, you're loved, you matter, and it's time to start leading.
Yes, especially leading your life. I love that. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you, Tyler. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Same time, same place.
Ciao, and thank you again. Ciao, ciao.